Legislators passed the law because young people were too scared to call for help when their friends were dying of overdoses right in front of them. The law should have changed that. It protects police from arresting anybody experiencing an overdose, and it also prevents cops from busting anybody who helps the victim. But the people who fought for the law say that it seems people aren't aware that it's safe to help someone dying of an overdose, because despite passage of the law almost 2 years ago, overdoses are on the rise, and not just in the big cities, but here in Athens too.
Peach Pundit called us the polite lobby moms.
Yeah, the polite lobby moms.
And
Robin Cardijas and Robin Elliott, two women who carry more than just the same first name.
He was a wonderful child with a bright future.
Both carry the pain of knowing the only way they can see their sons
Zach was a beautiful, bright, talented, sweet kid.
is through the glass of a picture frame.
Some young children in the bluff found his body the next morning, dead in the car.
Zach is one of 271 Georgians who died from drug overdoses in 2011.
He was in a car with 200 other individuals when he began to experience respiratory failure, which is...
Stephen is one of 311 Georgians who died from drug overdose just the next year.
To the hospital. They were afraid they would get arrested. So
just 2 years later, the number of drug overdoses in Georgia rose to 394.
So they drove around and drove around. They finally got to the house.
Cardijas and Elliott say the fear of getting arrested is one reason that number rose. So they went to the Capitol.
You couldn't cast a stone in that building without touching someone who's been affected by this.
And got legislators to pass what they call the 911 Medical Amnesty Bill.
And then 6 days later, somebody died because nobody called 911. We're like...
The two mothers say they realized people still did not know about the law.
So we formed Georgia Overdose Prevention.
The group works to promote the law.
I mean, it used to be you had to go to a dark, scary place to get heroin. Now you just have to go to your high school bathroom.
Sergeant Mike Hunsinger, captain of the Athens-Clarke County Criminal Investigation Unit, agrees.
The abuse of heroin is increasing.
Drugs may be more accessible, but the second part of the law?
Immediately give the Narcan to them.
Is what the mothers
after a minute, that person doesn't sit up giving the other dose.
And Hunsinger say is saving lives.
We've done that in recent events, and we've had success in bringing people back from the brink of opioid overdose.
In my hand, I have naloxone, the drug that works to reverse the effects from drug overdoses. This law made naloxone available to not only Sergeant Hunsinger and his men, but also to the public. I'll have more on naloxone in part 2 of my Medical Amnesty series. For Grady News Source, I'm Mary Grace Shaw.